Here's Group 6. Our topic is about LGBTQ social challenge in China. Let me explain the topic and the issue of the survey for you guys. The LGBTQ community in China faces various social challenges and obstacles. Although attitudes toward LGBTQ individuals have become more tolerant in recent years, there is still significant stigma and discrimination present in Chinese society. In China, conducting surveys specially focused on LGBTQ social challenge can be challenging due to the various factors, including societal attitudes, legal restrictions, and cultural norms. LGBTQ issues have traditionally been considered sensitive topic in China, and the government has exercised strict control over public discussion and research related to sexual orientation and gender identity. It's important to know that the social landscape is dynamic, and attitude towards LGBTQ issues can change over time. While there may be limitations in conducting surveys on LGBTQ social challenge, ongoing efforts are being made by activities, organizations, and individuals to raise awareness, advocate for LGBTQ rights, and foster greater acceptance and inclusion in Chinese society.
And I'm going to discuss the survey findings. The survey conducted in China on the experiences of the LGBT community aligns with the information provided in the summaries. The findings show that the mental health symptoms such as anxiety is 66.3% and depression is 52.5%. It also shows that various forms of bullying, including verbal bullying, is 36.6%, social exclusion is 27.7%, and sexual harassment is 15.8%. The survey also shows that only 17.8% of participants opt for disclosure, and in terms of accessing healthcare and the survey indicated that 22.8% of participants occasionally encountered difficulties due to their sexual orientation, and 64.4% of respondents were unaware of specific healthcare services tailored to sexual minority youth in their area.
We surveyed the LGBTQ+ community in China using an open survey method. We designed a 10-question survey and distributed it on social media. After collecting 100 pieces of data, it was analyzed and tested. A nearly equal gender ratio is found by percentage chart, with slightly more women. More than half were gay or bisexual, with the remainder asexual, transgender, or otherwise. The survey was divided into two parts, exploring the struggle faced by the member of the LGBTQ+ community and whether local youth has been helped. Through these two parts, we can have a clear understanding of the LGBTQ+ community in China.
And I will share some experience in taking this survey. So for me, when I began to post the questionnaire survey on social software map, I did not expect too much because I even felt a little nervous because I was not sure whether the number of people around me could meet the data requirement of 100 people. But the fact really surprised me. Many friends who haven't chatted for more than half a year or even 3 years suddenly sent me a message to ask about the questionnaire. One friend said he almost closed all the options in the question about mental illness. Another friend said he found that it was related to the sexual minorities. The group survey made him very emotional and excited because few questionnaires focus on sexual minorities, which is always a tattoo in the country. But anyways, this survey really made me feel a lot. In the final data collection, I also saw a lot of familiar figures. Only then did I realize that sexual minorities have been locked in by my side because of the various reasons I cannot expose myself. This is both sad and a helpless fact. I sincerely hope that sexual minorities can get more respect and help and enjoy the same medical and educational services as all groups. This is the original intention and hope of our questionnaire survey. The road is difficult and long enough, but I know there will always be people who will be preserved.